Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. When it comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, back to racing action on a Tuesday night with the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series brought to us by the 802 iRacing League. Well, February in Florida is just about over, race fans, and that means around the country, the motors are going to start turning. That means the season here is starting to wind down. Tonight is race number 10 out of the 15 points paying races we have scheduled. Coming into the night, it looks like it is Sam Bachman on top of the points championship standings by 20 points. 20 points over Dean Reynolds, who has another 20 points back to Mike Brewer. Then it's just a 12-point deficit between Brewer and Scotty Riome, and then it is Anthony Roselli rounding out the top 5. Those are the top 5 drivers here tonight coming in our regular season point standings. Logan Wentz does lead the Super Dirt Car Series passing points awarded to all drivers in all heat races that, well, make a pass. Right now, Logan Wentz is on top, 18 points. Sam Bachman is sitting in second with 15 points. Then you got a little bit of a deficit. Handful of drivers back here. Clay Christopherson and Dean Reynolds tied apiece with 9. Then it is Sean Green and CJ LeVere along with Anthony Roselli back there for the 5th spot. They are tied with 8 points in the Super Dirt Car Series passing points. Tonight, though, we are 1 driver short here. We have to make our thoughts, our prayers out to CJ LeVere and the whole family. CJ, our thoughts from the whole family here with G-Stone Motors and along with the 802 iRacing Series. Our thoughts are out there. We're hoping you're down a speedy recovery. We cannot wait to see you both at the races this coming spring. But I can hear it in my headphones, race fans. It is just about time as their drivers are starting to make their way to the starting lineup. Tonight's starting lineup brought to us by our friends at G-Stone Motors, and this is how the first heat race tonight will line up here tonight at the Limaland Raceway. Tonight, starting on the pole of heat race number 1 out of Pennsylvania, driving the 2K, that'll be Harold Klump in the 2K. To the outside of him, it's the tap dancer wannabe, car number 4 of Scotty Riome. Back in P number 3, he has more paint schemes than I have socks and shoes, race fans. That'll be number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Then it's the Bachman entry. Fast time here tonight in our qualifying session. The 007 of Bachman will roll from 4th. Back into the 5th spot, number 27 here tonight. That'll be Sean Green in the number 27. Matt Barber in car number 16 will roll from the 6th starting spot. Well, how about the driver out of Virginia? Car number 11, that'll be Randall Dixon. Bishop, that is Justin Bishop in car number 78, will roll from the 8th starting spot, while Eddie Brissett, he's back from a fresh tap dancing lesson with Scotty Riome. He'll start shotgun to the field. That'll be the 9th starter here tonight. 9 starters, 8 laps the distance here for heat race number 1. Coming at us right here at the Limaland Raceway. It's the 2K bringing us down with the number 4 to the outside. Green flag into the air. Put 8 laps onto the board. Let's go racing for 5 transfer spots. Great start by these drivers. It's been a while since they've been on the raceway with each other. The 2K will lead lap number 1. Here comes Dean Reynolds, the Purple Peeper Eater paint scheme machine, number 79, down to the inside. The driver out of Syracuse, New York, having a breakout season here with the 802 Racing League. And working that inside of Scotty Riome to put Riome back to third. It's Klump, Reynolds, Riome, Green, and Bachman currently here as they come across the line. Bachman holding the final transfer spot down to the inside of him. That is the number 16. Little contact. Rubbing is racing down here. And that'll be Barber there. Barber's going to give up a spot. Randall Dixon just got around him. So it's still the same top 5 with 5 to go. It'll be 4 to go this time as the battle is now for the race lead as they enter turns 1 and 2. Reynolds been working the bottom side of the speedway this whole time since the drop of the green flag. And he has himself now as the race leader as he works off turn number 4. He'll take the race lead with just 3 laps remaining here in heat race number 1. Everybody fighting for the bottom. Look at that. Bachman was down there. Oh, here comes Klump. Klump down to the inside. Contact at the front of the field. A handful of drivers pinballing. It's going to shake things up as the old popsicle sticks around. It'll be 2 more times around the raceway. It is still Dean Reynolds out front. It's Reynolds. Now it's Randall Dixon, Scott Riome, Barber, and Klump. That's the top 5. Klump back here in the 2K. White flag is up for Dean Reynolds. He just has to make it cleanly back around here, and Reynolds will pick up another one of these heat races here on a Tuesday night, and that's what it's looking like. Got a turn number 4. It is going to be Dean Reynolds. Reynolds across the line with Dixon, Riome, Barber. Final transfer is going to go to the 2K out of Pennsylvania. Harold Klump will make that spot. It'll be Brissett, Green, Bishop, and Bachman all having to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. 25 drivers did sign in to tonight's server here. 25 drivers for 24 positions. We'll see how that plays out at the end of our heat races here. Another one of these heat races, though, coming at us, and this will be the starting lineup. To the inside of row number 1, hailing out of Canada, to be car number 17, that'll be Shane Billings. To the outside of him, car number 11, that'll be Kelly Wheeler. And row number 2, to the inside of the Thunder Ridge Racing, car number 28, that'll be the man, Jeff Sharp. How about the runner? That's right, he's running for a championship here tonight. The driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, driving the Van Sickle Electric. Car number 7, out of Pennsylvania, that'll be Anthony Roselli. The Venom Racing driver out of New York, driving car number 9, that'll be Brian Lawson. And how about this? The FTM Motorsports entry, car number 18, that'll be Logan Wentz. He'll start back into the 6th spot. Driver out of, well, not sure. It's blank on my screen here tonight, but that's going to be the 2-1-3. That'll be Michael Vitale, and he will start in P number 7. Driver out of New England, driving car number 29. That'll be Justin Carby. He'll shotgun to the field here. That's the starting lineup here for the for the second heat race. One more heat race after this. Trying to get ahead of myself on this one. Pace truck is in. Put another 8 laps up on the board here this time when they come out of turn 4. We are going to drop the hammer here with these 358 modifieds. Billings and Wheeler, the front row, ready to rumble. Clean start for the 11 of Wheeler as he'll stretch out the race lead. Billings not coming up the full song and dance there on the initial start. Here comes the 28, that Thunder Ridge Racing, number 28 of Jeff Sharp, battling for second, first lap of green competition in heat race number 2. Going to go to Kelly Wheeler. Battle as though from that second spot on. Who's going to have it? Is it the inside lane that we've seen so far here tonight? The inside lane has been the predominant line that these drivers have all gone to. 5 to go already this time. It's Wheeler, Sharp, Billings, Wentz, and Vitale. There you see the Vitale 213 entry ahead of Lawson, Carby, and Roselli. Roselli currently at the back of the field. There's the Van Sickle Electric number 7. Wheeler just trying to lead from wire to wire. 3 wide back there. Roselli still to the inside. That's the 9 of Lawson in the middle with Carby to the outside of the number 29, Jay. A little contact and one into the outside wall there. That was the Venom Racing number 9. Popsicle sticks up. 2 more times around. Vitali's still the driver that is sitting on the hot seat. There you see him. Anthony Roselli's now into that 6th spot as the white flag is already up into the air here. Wheeler through 3 and 4 for the final time. Kelly Wheeler will pick up a heat race win. It'll be Billing, Sharp, Wentz, and Vitali. Roselli, Lawson, and Carby all going to have to go to a last chance qualifier now. Remember, race fans, all but one driver here tonight, as of the way it sits, will make the show. Everybody else, well, that one driver going home. Final heat race here this evening for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series will look like this. Driver of the 04 entry, Brandon Graham, will start there, P1. To the outside of him, the driver out of New York, driving car number 20, that'll be Cody Harris. Harris starting P2. And, well, we butchered his name, so we're just going to go with the nickname here. How about our favorite driver out of Canada? It's going to be the JD number 29. Justin will roll from 3rd. And the driver out of Pennsylvania, driving the Kubota FTM Motorsports number 39, that'll be Mike Brewer starting back into the 4th spot. And how about this driver all the way out of Crossville, Tennessee? It's the Racing Jason, Long Shot Sports Apparel number 98. He'll start into the 5th spot. Dustin Coggin in car number 44 will roll from the 6th starting spot. And how about Chad Lackey out of Canada? Car number 91 will start 7th. And Andrew Hansley in the 126 entry will start shotgun to the field. Another 8 drivers, another 8 laps, 5 to qualify. Everybody else will have to go to that dreaded last chance qualifier coming up here just after this heat race tonight. 8 drivers. Let's see how they sing the song here in our final heat race of the evening. Ran down on the bottom, getting a little bit of tightness there. That's allowing Cody Harris to try and take advantage to the outside. Lap number 1 to the number 20 out of New York. Cody Harris is out front here in the final heat race this evening. Harris out front with Grant and Brewer. Brewer working that outside. Red and black, number 39. Coggin following him along on the outside. A little slow that time on the top side. Cody Harris didn't quite get the bite. So now it's Brandon Grant out front in the body armor, number 4 entry. Who's down low in the 29, going catfishing here tonight? I didn't know they could go catfishing up in Canada. That's the 29. That's JD down there. Coggin currently holding the final transfer spot, but Dobbs is going to get into him a little bit. Dobbs gets into him. That'll allow the number 91 of Chad Lackey to now pull to the inside. Can Coggin hold him off? Coggin running that middle line with just 3 laps to go. We're going to see the old popsicle sticks coming to the air this time. It is still Graham, Brewer, Harris, JD, and then Coggin. Dobbs going to the outside here. A little contact there. Brewer, Cody Harris. Harris is going to smoke the wall. Harris will get the wall as the white flag is flying, and it's now going to be the battle for the race lead. It's Brewer, Garan, JD, Lackey, and Coggin. Final trip, 3 and 4. Brewer trying to slide the 4 with the momentum. Give it to Mike Brewer. Mike Brewer will pick up this final heat race. It'll be Brewer, Garan, JD, Lackey, and Coggin. Hansley, Harrison, Griffin, or Dobbs will all have to go to the dreaded old last chance qualifier. Coming up here in just a couple of seconds. We'll get those drivers turned around and ready for you race fans. See how it's all gonna shake up here. That's right. One final dance for some of these drivers here tonight. That's how we're going to line up for that last chance qualifier. Tap dancing his way to the pole here. Car number 15 out of the Brissett Racing Stables. That'll be Eddie Brissett. To the outside of him, the Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, number 7 of Anthony Roselli. How about the Throttle Thrasher Racing, number 126 of Andrew Hansley in 3rd. 4th going to be the Yellow Submarine, number 27 of Sean Green, with the Venom Racing, number 9, starting back into the 5th spot of Brian Lawson. Cody Harris, a great heat race, but it was going to be buried here into the 6th position in car number 20. That's Cody Harris starting 6th. Justin Bishop in car number 79 out of New England going to start back into the 7th spot, while it'll be Justin Carby in the 29J starting back in 8th. It's Racing Jason, the number 98. You saw him have his issues in his heat race. He'll start back into the ninth. And starting shotgun to the field here tonight, the 007, Sam Bachman. Bachman is not in a position that he likes right now because, remember, coming into the night, Bachman is your points championship overall leader coming into here at Limaland after the February break. Got to make one spot here tonight. That's if I uno, dos, and tres right here, race fans, but we're ready. We're going to find it out right now off turn 4. Green flag up and a little contact there between the New York and the Pennsylvania driver, Eddie Brissett. A little loose there as Roselli's going to go right around the outside with the Van Sickle Electric number 7. He'll look to lead lap number 1 out of the 10 laps here in the last chance qualifier. Brissett looking a little tight down on the bottom, not quite able to get back to the throttle. Remember, that transfer spot's going to be for that 9th position. You want to be 9th or ahead. We've locked in 15 drivers here. Right now, there's the final transfer car with just 7 laps to go. It'll be the driver of the 126 of Andrew Hansley. We'll see if he can hold on to that. Just ahead of him, that is going to be Racing Jason. Then it's Lawson. There you see Lawson to the outside. Jason down to the inside. Cody Harris is just ahead of them. Laps go quick here tonight at the Limaland Raceway. Drivers picking them up and putting them down. The Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Anthony Roselli still out in front. Perfect weather for Mr. Roselli to go running here this evening in Pennsylvania. I myself was even outside. Of course, race fans, I know you're thinking, Roger, what are you talking about? Because Lincoln had their icebreaker this past weekend. I did not get to go. 410 Racing action in Pennsylvania is back as of this past weekend. Not sure if Roselli got out to the races. 3 wide racing, though, back here. That's the 29J of Justin Carby. He's to the inside of Cody Harris and to the outside of Cody Harris. That was Eddie Brissett momentarily. They've worked it back into 2x2. There's the Venom Racing number 9 of Brian Lawson and Dobbs just behind him. 2 to go. It'll be 1 to go this time by at the line, and there's the battle for the transfer. Currently, the number 78 of Justin Bishop is sitting in that transfer spot as they work down the back straightaway. At the line, it's going to be Anthony Roselli, Green, Bachman, Carby, Harris. Will all come across the line. Griffith, Brissett, Lawson, and Bishop is how we will cross. So the 78 of Justin Bishop will be the final transfer spot into our feature event coming up here in just a couple of moments, race fans. While these drivers work in the track just a little bit, final touches going on to their machines here for tonight. We're going to take a quick step away, get the national anthems played, and we'll be back here for our feature race tonight. 35 laps for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series, brought to us tonight here at Limaland by the 802 iRacing Series.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'm Jake McDonough, one of the co-owners of Woodware. I work with Drew and my dad Brian, and we've been here for a long time. We have a great relationship with G-Stone Motors. They've always taken great care of us. I remember when I was a kid riding in G-Stone box trucks. The G-Stone service department has been great. They get us back on the road as soon as we need. If we don't have our vehicles, we're not doing business, and so they always make sure that we're able to operate, at our highest level. It's been a great relationship.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back, race fans. You see down on the raceway right now these drivers making final changes to their machines here tonight, working the speedway in, so we have a better feature here for all you race fans tuning in. But race fans, I gotta ask you again for your thoughts, your prayers going out to one of our drivers here tonight of CJ LeVere. CJ LeVere's dad unfortunately having some health problems, and CJ needs your strength, race fans, to bond together and pray for his dad and just think about the family. CJ is one of our close racing competitors here, and just like in the real world of things, we are a family here when we're at the track, as this is our passion of racing, just like the LeVere family. So let's take a quick moment and pray for CJ and his family. Now it is time, race fans. It's what you've all come for here tonight. Tuning in on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we thank you for that. But what do you say we get that starting lineup here? 24 cars strong here tonight at the Limaland Raceway. And this is how the G-Stone Motors 358 Modifieds will come to life for the feature. Starting on the pole here tonight, the driver out of North Syracuse, New York, who attends more hockey than races. It's the 79 of Dean Reynolds. To the outside of him, car number 11, that'll be Kelly Wheeler piloting that car. He'll start P2. Back in row number 2, the number 39 out of Pennsylvania, that'll be Mike Brewer. How about this driver, car number 11, Randall Dixon, having his best starting spot of the season. He'll start 4th. Back into the 5th spot, he doesn't like to be called the Streamer, but it's the Streamer with car number 17 out of Canada. That'll be Shane Billings. Back into the 6th spot, piloting car number 4. That'll be Brandon Garan. How about car 4? Scotty Not Too Hottie will start back into the 7th spot, while Jeff Sharp out of the Thunder Ridge Racing number 28 will start in 8th. 9th here tonight from north of the border, car number 29, that's J.D. Justin will pilot that starting in 9th. Matt Barber, car number 16, will roll from the 10th spot, while Logan Wentz in car number 18 will go from 11th. 12th will be the number 91 of Chad Lackey. Back there behind him into the next row, car number 2, that's the 2K of Harold Klump. 14th, Vitale. 15th, Coggin. Anthony Roselli in 16th. Sean Green will start 17th. Sam Bachman into the 18th spot. Justin Carby in 19th. 20th to Cody Harris. And back in 21st to be Griffith, Brissett, Lawson, and Bishop. Starting a lineup here tonight as we're ready this time off for green flag into the air. Lap 1 side by side out of turn 4. It'll be Wheeler at the line by the bumper bar of that number 11. So Wheeler keeping the outside momentum rolling around the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Who will lead lap number 2 is going to be the question. Everybody fanning out. Problems up there, I believe, in 3 and 4. Looks like everybody was able to keep rolling one car to the infield here. It's going to be Eddie Bursett. Caution lights are on. Lap 3 going to give us our first caution flag of the evening. One car stopped up to the outside. JD in the number 29D. Justin has come to a stop. Looks like the front end is collapsed. It is. He'll try and make his way to the entry of pit road. Or just, well, the infield here tonight. Take a look what happened here in the Super Dirt Car Series replay. There's contact. Lackey into the number 29. Got it. Yep. And they went down to the corner. The front end collapsed. See, we can ride on board here. Riding on board with Justin. And you can see right there the front end already collapsed. And it just pushes straight into the corner. So he'll have to snag a backup car, if you will. He'll tag the back of the field. Looks like all drivers are back out onto the raceway, except for the tap dancing number 15 of Eddie Bursett. Eddie Bursett has not made a lap here. Looks like technical difficulties for the driver out of New York. Eddie running a part-time schedule here on a Tuesday night. We're always happy to see him out here at the racetrack. Tonight, though, not going to be his night as the green flag back into the air. Wheeler and Reynolds. Brewer trying to go way down low. I think he found the Chattahoochee down there and got that car a little bobbing and weaving. 3 wide back there. That was Scotty Riome. Scott Riome was in the middle. That is Dixon, and I believe, is that Billings to the outside? It is. Wheel to wheel for Billings. Billings up to the top side. Just behind him, that's Sharp. Brandon Garan's back there. Let's the Hornets nest behind them. These drivers going 3 wide, trying to figure out where they can go. Back there, there's the Yellow Submarine, the number 27 of Sean Green. He thought about it, then thought better of it. Out front, still Wheeler as he'll work down the back straightaway. Here comes Brewer. He'll look to the inside of the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Can he make it stick down low? He will not off the corner. A little bit of wheel spin on that number 39 for Brewer that time off the corner. He's able to drive it in and get there. Now he'll switch lanes. He'll throw a little bit of a slider on himself to try to protect from Randall Dixon. Dixon now going to take the LFM entry down to the bottom side. Another driver up to the top side already. That's Scott Riome. Now Riome going to go back, work the middle down here in corner 3 and 4. Next time by, we already have 10 laps into the books here in tonight's feature event. 3 wide, almost 4 wide back here. Battle for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position between Garan, Barber, Sharp, and Coggin. Here comes Vitale. Vitale in the 213 entry, just working the middle. Gonna get squeezed between Coggin there and Sharp. It got tight, but everybody was able to make it work. Some good racing back here. We're going to hit the 24 to go marker this time by. One driver a little bit slow down there on the bottom. I believe that was the 91. I am correct. That is the 91 there of Chad Lackey. Oh, contact. Sam Bachman having to start, remember, towards the back of this field here tonight. Your points championship leader. Trying to march through the field down on the bottom side of the speedway. You got to go where they ain't when you're starting this deep. You can't just sit in traffic and ride. You don't have enough time. These feature races go quick. Contact at the top of the speedway. The number 98 of Racing Jason. And that is Sean Green. They made a little contact. Green going to fall back a spot now. He made a little contact there. Cody Harris trying to take advantage. When they all smell blood in the water, they try to pounce right away. Brewer under attack here, and so is Wheeler. Here comes Dean Reynolds. Reynolds trying to take the race lead. He's down to the inside right now on the 11 of Wheeler. Wheeler going to get tight that time. He'll push up the speedway, bank it off the top shelf at the line. Dean Reynolds now your new race leader. Caution lights on the speedway. Looks like caution for, oh no, the 007. That's the Bachman entry. We'll have to see. Yep, they say they found it. This is what happened to Bachman. Watch the 007 on the inside lane. Inside lane, inside lane. That was the 2K. Harold Klump making contact with the 007. Just from our drone right here. Let's see what happens. Two drivers going for the same spot as they exit the corner is what will put us under the second caution flag of the evening. Second caution flag of the evening flying. Here with just 18 laps remaining. We have 17 to go when we go back racing. It'll be Dean Reynolds to the inside here with Wheeler to the outside. Then it'll be Brewer and Dixon. That's how the top four will come back to green flag racing here tonight at Limaland. Two caution flags. One driver not out onto the speedway. Still Eddie Brissett. They will not make a lap here this evening. Everybody else still out there on the lead lap trying for the victory here tonight. Good start by Dean Reynolds. Great start by Brewer. He was able to slide up in front of Wheeler for the moment. Here comes Randall Dixon. He'll pull to the inside now, the number 11 of Wheeler. He tried to get there and he's not going to be able to clear. Wheeler carries the momentum. Look to the outside there. Scotty Riome's just keeping his right foot in it. He's trying to go into the wall. Into the wall goes Scotty. And he's pinballing around up there. He's the pinball wizard right now. Billings also got a little piece of that as he went to go by. Or actually, that was the 16 of Matt Barber. But he kept his right foot in it also. These drivers hot and heavy here tonight, working their way to the top side of the speedway. There's the battle for the race lead as it is two drivers that have started to check themselves out from the field. Here comes Brewer to the inside. Slide job. Oh, no. He realized midway through that he was not going to make it. Reynolds going to try and protect a little bit, slide himself, chop the nose of that number 39 off. Now he'll run the middle groove. Here goes Reynolds. Not going to allow that 39 to accelerate up off the corner. Trying to make him be a little bit of finesse factor right now, closing in on 10 laps to go. That is exactly what Dean Reynolds wants to see. He wants to get to that 10 lap and under marker, because from that point forward, if a caution flag were to come out, we will go single file to the end of this one on all restarts. Now Brewer going to go way high as he lost a little time. He's got about 3.5 car lengths right now separating that number 79 and the 39 for the top spot. Wheeler still sitting back here in repeat number 3. It's Wheeler and Dixon, Vitale, Barber, Wentz, and Coggin. There's Coggin down to the inside trying to work his way through. Coggin has that 7th spot. Wentz is just up to the top side of the speedway. He's got Sharp. Billings is right there also. The double high fives will fly that time. Look how high that Logan Wentz entry was. And a little contact there from Billings and a little contact from Scotty Riome. It's going to spin the 17 of Billings out. Caution is on as the number 17 of Billings goes around with just 8 laps remaining here tonight in the feature. We'll have to grab a replay of that one. Billings will rejoin at the tail. Watch the 17. A little contact there with Wentz. Goes down to the corner. And slide job, Scotty gonna spin the 17 around. So won't be any damage on the number 17 of Billings. But we did get under that 10 to go marker there, exactly what Dean Reynolds wanted to see. Now, we did have a technical glitch in the system the other week. We'll see if that glitch has been ironed out here on iRacing, or if the field is going to be double up. My notes say here in the rules, under 10 laps to go, we go single file. We'll see if that does stick here tonight. Another driver has called it a night here from Limaland. It'll be the number 9, the Venom Racing, number 9 of Brian Lawson. Lawson will be credited here tonight with a 23rd place finish, retiring after 19 laps. Pace truck is in, ready to go back racing here. It'll be Dean Reynolds, Brewer, Wheeler, Dixon, Vitale, Barber, Coggin, Wentz, Sharp, Riom, still the top 10 drivers here. It'll be 7 laps to go. Green flag into the air. This time off turn number 4, we're racing again. Scotty Riom trying to use his 358 as a skateboard up there, grinding on the wall. He'll go from 10th all the way back to 21st. As Mike Brewer trying to take that race lead once again, down on the bottom side, just not able to get off the corner. He'll see if he can take it now. High 5 at the flag stand. It'll be 5 times around left here tonight. Reynolds trying to run away and hide. It's been his best season so far here on a Tuesday night. 4 to go. Here comes Brewer back down to the bottom. He'll try and just wrap it down there. And you saw it it blew the tires off on the exit of turn number 2. 3 to go. Doing it for Dale 3 more times. Reynolds, Brewer, Wheeler, Dixon, Coggin. We're come by. We'll see the popsicle sticks this time. 2 drivers in it. Down to the inside goes Brewer once again. Not going to quite be able to pull even. The white silk is flying here tonight. It'll be the final trip around. Look at the rest of the field. There's a battle for that 3rd and final podium position. But this time, out of 3, out of 4, to the bumper. It'll still be the number 79 of Reynolds. It'll be Reynolds, Wheeler. Reynolds, Brewer, Wheeler able to hold on, actually. Dixon, Coggin, the top 5, Vitale, Barber, Wentz, Lackey, and Klump, the top 10. Unofficial top 10 results here from tonight at Limaland after that 35-lap feature event. Dean Reynolds pulling this one off here tonight. So Dean continues his hot streak here after his return back from being down in Florida, soaking up the rays, and then back to some hockey up there in New York. There you see the top 3 podium finisher. There we go. Let's get them all right in the camera. And a nice shot from the 007 there of Bachman. We're going to take a quick step away here from Limaland. We'll be back here, race fans, with your post-race show brought to us by G-Stone Motors, your certified Ford dealer in Middlebury, Vermont. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the top 3 after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Limaland after another great race here with the G-Stone Motor 358 Modified Series. 25 drivers signed in tonight. 24 drivers took the green flag here in our feature race, and it came down, well, to the finish. Don't take it from me. Hear from these drivers. We have the top three standing by. Let's kick things off with the driver of car number 11 here tonight. How about it, Mr. Wheeler? A great run for you as you're able to hold on to that final podium spot, but it was a tough one to hang on to. You talk about 2 or 3 times trying to lose it. Walk us through how you were able to hang on to this position.
Just trying to be cautious. Try to stay off the wall. Just not overdrive the car.
Overdriving the car. We're used to running a little bit larger tracks here on a Tuesday night. Coming back from a couple weeks off right into this, well, you might as well call it a bull ring when you look at this schedule. How hard is it?
Well, it's not too bad. You know, I don't know. I just had a lot of fun tonight.
That's what it's about. Kelly is having fun out here, and it's a great run for you. You look at this car, it's a little bit different than most of these drivers. Who makes this all possible on the side of it that makes it as fast also as it is?
Well, first of all, I got to thank my wife for her letting me do this just whenever I want to. I got to give her the biggest, thanks for that. I got to thank DNS Side and Remodeling for what they do. Ingersoll Rand Incorporated. I got to thank FTM guys for letting me come over there and run with them. I think running with them and hanging out with them, it gets me a little bit better. I got to thank Dean for racing me clean there because we ran a few laps side by side.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah. And I got to thank you all for broadcasting and everything, and I got to thank the 802 Racing League.
There you hear it. He's the driver that finishes third. He's just in it to have a lot of fun and sling a little dirt here on a Tuesday night with the old boys out here in the league. Kelly Wheeler here tonight. Started second. Will finish here tonight, P number 3 on the podium. One driver that'll finish just a spot ahead of Wheeler. That's the number 39. That'll be Mike Brewer. Brewer, a great run for you. Able to pick up one spot. Started back in third. Finished second, but you had the opportunity there in the closing laps to get around that number 79 of Dean Reynolds.
Oh man, that was a great race. I literally did everything I could besides rub my paint on his Nerf bar. You know what I mean? But all in all, that was a great race. I tried to work him there a little bit. Get him used to me running the bottom, and then switch it up to see if I could go back to the top and things like that. But I don't know. It was a lot of fun. So congrats to him. That was a good win.
You talk about fun and a great run. Were you hoping that maybe towards the end of this one, because you were trying the bottom, he was at the top, and were you hoping for one more attempt at him on maybe a green-white checker attempt?
I would have definitely taken it for sure, because it you never know. It only takes that one lap or one corner, so.
This season, you've had a lot of fast machines here on a Tuesday night. You haven't quite broke into victory lane just yet, but the season's not over. We're going to head back north here to New York. We're going to head to Weedsport next week. How do you feel about heading to what a lot of drivers say is a very tricky track with these modifieds?
I think Weedsport's a lot like Oswego. It's very technical. The corners aren't, that straight. They're work the brake a lot. I do, at least, and I love that track when the driver comes into it. So really looking forward to it.
Well, possibly be able to pick up your first feature win here with with this series. What do you say we let you tell us who makes it all possible back home?
I got to thank my wife for letting me do this. I told her a while ago it was either this sim or the real car, so here I am on the simulator. So all my family watching, Uncle Ron and Aunt Kelly and my brother and all the guys on the crew. I try to share the stream out to as many people as I can. And next, the guys there at Full Throttle Motorsports, for bringing me in. Great group of guys. Love being around them. Love racing with them. Dino over there at Super Dirt Car and Swan Speed Shop, expert installation. The 802 League, great league. Love you guys. And yeah, Turn 3 Racing Network for broadcasting and giving everybody out there in the stands and something to watch.
There you have it. He's the most popular driver. Race fans, if I had to tell you, I see your comments coming through, and Ron and Chris and everybody's out there tonight pulling for that number 39. Tonight, though, for Brewer, it'll be Pete number 2. And how about the driver that'll pick up another win? It's been a hot streak this season, Dino, and you come back from Florida better than ever.
Well, I think I don't think I was the fastest car. I think I was the widest car there for the last 5 laps. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And you know what? In Mike's defense, though, I mean, you can do that with him because he's one of the cleanest guys out there. You know he's going to race you hard. He's going to do what he needs to do, but he's going to do it clean. And I tell you, knowing he was behind me and all my Full Throttle Motorsports teammates, if they're behind you, they're going to race you hard but race you clean. So it was good that we could battle it out, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I just I got a new computer. I got to thank one of my teammates, Dylan Dewart, DJ, for getting a new computer done, and he said you're going to see a difference with a new computer. Your wheel's going to be more consistent, the pedals are going to be more consistent, and he's right. And ever since I've gotten on this new computer, I've gotten some speed. Haven't really got any wins or finishes to show for it, but we've gotten speed. And we got lucky a little bit there in that first heat. I don't know what happened with me and Harold there. Harold doesn't mean he got in the back of me. He apologized. I tried to straighten it out, and then we bumped wheels again, and I don't know what happened there. And but got lucky to get that win. And then Kelly was tough. Kelly was gone. I was sitting there in Discord with Brandon there in the admin Discord, and I said, man, we're racing for second. And then I noticed Kelly was just sliding up a little bit. And I said, well, maybe I can get under him. And, and it stuck, and we got by him, and then we just had to hang on and try to keep that 39 behind me.
You were absolutely able to do that and pick up another victory here. Tonight is the first race back for points. You heard us talk earlier about headed to Weedsport. We have Eldora coming up. Not a lot of racing left here. Can you close the gap and take that points championship lead here in the late stages of this season?
Well, I saw Sam had a lot of tough luck tonight. And even though we're trying to fight it out for the championship, you don't want to win it by a guy having tough luck. And, this is going to be his drop. And Sam's the class of the field. I think we can all admit that we're all chasing the 007 this year. It was Damian Ward last year, and it was the Brissettes the year before. But, Sam had a little bit of bad luck tonight, and I saw he finished like 13th or so. He had to come from last in the consign. You don't want to see that, but that's short track racing. It could very well happen to me at Weedsport. Weedsport's a tight track. As Mike says, that's going to be technical. Limaland, at least you got some room. You got some room to do some maneuvers and stuff, and I think we only had 3 yellows, so that was really a good run by everybody there. I'll still look at the replays, but I think it was a good event. But anything can happen in Weedsport, and it's not one of my favorite tracks, so we're going to have to try to figure some things out, but maybe we can put in a top 10 and keep the points going and see what we can do at the end.
Well, we look forward to seeing what you can do next week at Weedsport back home in, well, we'll call it the great state of New York for you. But hey, what do you say we roll this red carpet out? We got it washed up while you were down there in Florida, so don't make it dirty again. So we roll it out, we hand you the microphone. Who do you got to thank for another great run here on a Tuesday night?
Well, I always got to thank the guys from Full Throttle Motorsports. I mean, they're so good, and even though I'm the older statesman of the team, they always try to help me out. They're staying late, and in the races, they're spending extra time to help me out, and it's working. I mean, it's showing, and they're not selfish. They want to see teammates do good, and I want to see teammates do good. It's a good team to be a part of. Mike Brewer's our latest addition, and we couldn't ask for a better guy to join the team. So I got to thank those guys. G-Stone Motors, Justin Stone and Todd Stone. If it wasn't for them, Roger, you wouldn't be here. So we got to thank them for their sponsorship in the league. A lot of guys think this is the best league going. I like to think it is, and it's because of the racers. We put on great races. We got a good cluster of guys. We can run a short track, and it sounded like it was pretty clean. But we got to thank G-Stone Motors. Got to thank Rob for starting the league. Rob and Brandon. Rob, I was hoping he would come in. Hopefully he's watching. But we got to thank those guys. Got to thank you, Roger, for Turn 3 Networks. One of the best telecasts going. You do a great job, so we got to thank you. But before we leave, I got to give a shout out to CJ LaVere. We're thinking of you, CJ. Your father had a little bit of a health issue today, and we wish him the best. Wish the family the best. Also, a shout out to Anthony Morano. Anthony wasn't here to help out tonight because he was feeling ill. He needed his rest tonight. So, Anthony, hopefully you're feeling better as well. And we got lucky, Roger. We got lucky. We brought one home, and we'll take it, and we'll see what we can do next week.
There you have it.
Gotta say hi to my dad or Megan. Holy shit! If I don't say that, my God. So, these guys are thanking their wives. I guess I better thank the girlfriend and father. So we gotta thank those.
I was just trying to get the microphone away so I could make a joke, race fans, but Dean Reynolds pulls it back once again. The driver that's seen more hockey games, like I said, than racing this season. I'm sure that will definitely change here in the coming weeks. He, tonight, though, will pick up that win here tonight at Limaland and the return back to the 358 Modified Series here on a Tuesday night. A great showing at our Bullring exclusive race this season. Next week, we are back to that tricky track, though, in New York. We will head to the Weedsport Speedway. After that, we'll head back here to Ohio for Eldora before we head down south to Volusia. Then we're going to... Well, it looks like we're going to go to the dirt track in Charlotte and finish up back in New York at the Oswego Speedway. So a lot of racing left, if you will. But the points, it's going to get closer. Tonight, that drop is going to have to be taken by Sam Bachman, and Dean Reynolds will close that gap. That's going to about wrap things up here from Limaland, though, race fans. Again, our thoughts and our prayers are out with the whole LeVere family. CJ, we hope your dad's doing well. We hope he gets better quick, and we hope to see you at the races here this spring, this summer. Hope your dad is along with you, and we can all have a great time at the races. But race fans, we thank you tonight for coming along on this adventure here tonight. We got to thank everybody from G-Stone Motors and everybody at the 802 iRacing League. We got to thank all you race fans. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show here, though, from Limaland, and until we catch you next week at Weedsport, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
At G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work, so we work hard to find them the right vehicle. G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.